All right, my mic was not going at all for that whole time. I'll probably just have to cut that out later. I'm going to start over. Hey, everybody, welcome to Princes of Isari, Episode 2. Woo!
Yeah, it's like when a restaurant says they just opened in 2015.
No, they heard Matt. My mic is on the stream.
Right, and so then I said, Season 4, Episode 2.
Right. You said
Okay, this really is not working the second time around. You can't reuse material.
All right, so the fast version. You guys have gone to the plain of Azamar on the jungle continent of Isari to destroy something called the Soulmonger that is trapping souls. There's a whole bunch of details about what souls are trapped there. For example, Dirk and the Barovians. Go watch either the summary from last week's episode or go watch Season 3. It's fantastic, and it's only 20 episodes long, and they're only 2 hours each. It's only one full work week. Go watch it. It's great. So, the way you arrived in Isari was a bit strange because you knew that planar travel to the plane of Azamar was being intercepted, which is not great. So, Savris, the god of fate, Pharaoh's god, came by and basically took each of your essences and put it into this alternate you that was already on the plane. There's a mirror property that Azamar has to the Forgotten Realms, such that for each of you, there was a mirror of you. And because Savris is the god of fate, Savris showed you that actually each of the other yous was going to die within a very short period. And so when you arrived, you had to not die. That was your main charge there. You each arrived in your other selves, which have some slight differences to you, but all your things arrived as well. Emerald appeared to have been locked up in a asylum of some kind above the city of Orem. Koros was a revolutionary who was thrown into Executioner's Run, where you have to run past a whole bunch of velociraptors and other beasts to gain your freedom, and he did via polymorph. Cheater. Let's see. Theo and Eridan were some hoodlums running around in the slums.
Gotta keep.
And rather than having the platforms they were running on collapse when they leaped across, they instead climbed down and rode the water from the tropical storm that floods this region out into the jungle and then made their way back into the city. Irina, most interestingly, because she was actually from Azamar and the Vistani stole her as a baby to take her to Barovia, she didn't have a body to take over. So what Savris did was take a recently dead body, turn it into Irina's body, and then move Irina's essence into it, which sort of freaked out the person who was next to Irina's new body. Was a woman by the name... Sophia, thank you. I almost lost the name again.
Sophia Saltor.
A dwarf named Marin arrived to save Sophia and Irina because they were on a slave ship as slaves. And he took them on. He purchased them, took them into his boat, and took them back to the city of Orem, where they then met with one of the merchant princes of Isari, Wakanga Otamu. From there, Theo's bird and Koros's bird together were able to find Irina, and with some communication, you guys made your way to Wakanga Otamu's villa. I also forgot to do intros, so let's go from top to bottom, left to right. In the top left, playing the blacksmith, Theo Eridan. It is Lily.
Theo Eridan.
What, did I just say that?
Yes.
Shit. Theo Eldris.
Theo Eridan,
And then...
Eldris Lily Fighter.
We have merged.
Theo's twin brother, the other half of the Eldris brothers, you've probably heard of them, Eridan Eldris. Eridan Theo. Eridan Eldris. Played by Alex. In the top right, our bubbling cleric of Savris, who's got 2 eyes on bread and his third eye also on bread. It's Pharaoh. Played by Brandon.
Hello.
Going along the bottom row, we've got our resident grumpy elf wizard, Emerald, played by Ben.
It's charming to get to know him.
And last but not least, we've got our warlock friend with, what did I say, more greed than morals, It is Koros, played by Bobby.
True.
Missing this week is our friend Nicole, who plays Irina. She has a final tonight, so she might finish and show up in the middle of the episode. It might be a hard final, in which case she won't show up by the end of the episode. We will see. With that, we will get right into the game after I click a few buttons over here, because this is being a little funny. We're just going to hit refresh on that. It might make some noise because I have to hit mute really quickly after I click a few buttons over. There we go. All right, cool. So, Pharaoh.
Hello.
You were in the cart leaving Barovia with the whole party.
And then
Some tentacles and some eyeballs and some mouths showed up, ripped the caravan into the cart in two. You and Salik fell. You and Salik are now falling.
Salik, catch me! You have wings.
Salik grabs onto you, and his wings shoot out. It's this beautiful, majestic sight, and he starts flapping, and he says, "You've gained weight."
It's all the bread.
And he
I
says,
already dropped pumpernickel, but maybe more is due.
and he says, "I have no idea if we're going up or down." Because it's all white around you.
Did you see that eye in there? That was.
Yeah, that was creepy. After some time, just sort of floating there in the nothingness, not sure if you're gaining or losing altitude, just sort of hanging there, you feel ground, solid ground under your feet.
Like, look around and see what's around me. Is it all
Still
weird
all white.
and astrally?
Still all
Okay.
white. But they're solid ground. So Sleek lets you go and lands himself. And walking over to you, with a bit of a limp and a cane, you see an old man. Long white beard.
Excuse me. Could you help us find our way back?
He looks up at you, and he says, "I think you already know the way, my boy. You simply have to look." And he taps his finger in the center of his forehead.
No.
As I trained you better than that, my boy. And he whomps you on top of the head with his cane.
What are you doing, old man? How? That isn't very nice, you know. Are you okay? Are you senile?
And he says, "Don't you recognize me, my boy? I've been giving you
No,
powers
indeed.
for quite a while now."
Giving me powers? Hang on, Mother Night didn't send you, did she? Or one of those outside things? Is this the outside plate? No, it's really white.
I think you've been a bit confused, my boy. He reaches out his hand in for a handshake.
And I tentatively put out my hand and shake it, but I'm still a little bit scared he's gonna whack me again.
That's tempting, but no. He says, "Sovereign god of fate and divination."
Sovereign? Well, where is she?
He says, "No, my boy. I am Sovereign. When you picked up that holy symbol and cloak on the side of the road, I think you missed a little bit of the detail of my holy order. Namely, my gender."
You're a he. But no, I'm quite sure I'm fluent in lizard. I double checked in 2 dictionaries. There were 2 of them in the library down there.
There are 3
Pretty
genders
sure.
in that language.
That doesn't make... What? No.
One is gender neutral in the old tongue, and only in newer tongues has come to be a female gender.
This is a lot of detail.
Look, people tune into the stream for lizard language, right?
People watch us are all about linguistics.
Just wait until I get into the conlang that I've developed. No, I have not developed a conlang.
Pharaoh is going to like bow down and say, I've been mistaken for so long, Sovereign, and I've been lost for, well, not that long, but recently, and...
It's fine, my boy. Despite your confusion, you have been a good and faithful servant.
Puppy dog eyes.
He says, "Rise, I have a vision for you."
Ooh, please, I like those.
Whomps you on the head again. And boom, suddenly you're in vision mode. And you see, I described it last week, and I think you watched last week's episode, but you see yourself in a large temple of Sovris, but a thinned-out congregation, not many people there. Mostly a few Isari natives, a few folks of lighter skin tones, probably from the east, visiting. And you're giving this grand sermon. Excuse me. And then it sort of moves and fades until you see yourself going home that evening. And you take a shortcut through an alleyway, and some brigands pop out of nowhere and just shank the shit out of you. And
No.
As you do if you're a brigand.
A2 brigand.
Exactly.
And the
They
vision is over.
They have at least 3 skill points in shanking.
And he says, that fate is not sealed.
I should hope not.
And he says, good luck. And he pushes your chest, and basically he does it's like a key punch. He punches your soul out of you.
Ah!
He just pushes on your chest. And
Wait, so many questions.
And your soul falls out of you and into your other self. At first, it appears as you're sort of like watching yourself. You're sort of like an out of body experience. You're along for the ride. You're a passenger, and you're not getting all the sensory detail yet. But you see that you are standing in front of this congregation giving this sermon. And you're sort of not picking up on the details. And then as your other self pauses and turns to reach a glass of water, you bring the glass of water to your lips, and now you're in control.
Put down glass, like, really kind of robotically.
You're in these very nice robes. You've got you've got a gold bracelet and a gold necklace and gold rings and jewelry all over, very ostentatious. Very
Cool.
Catholic church.
I'm like going to raise myself up and go to the restroom to like look at all my stuff and be like, whoa!
You're on the stage at the podium in the middle of a sermon.
Oh, I thought I was just waiting. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, the other you was standing there giving the sermon, paused for a glass of water, and then you jumped in. You're on stage in the temple.
Oh, okay.
At
Put
the altar, yeah.
Glass down and then say, but, as we all know, though, what happens will happen. And, Sovereign knows what will happen, and,
Ah, yes, the crazy.
you know, just let it all go throughout its thing, mostly, and then have a good life, all,
Someone near the front raises their hand.
Yes, you. Mm-hmm.
Father Pharaoh, you were just saying that we needed to change our fates by bringing Azamar back to rule over Isari again. What does that have to do with letting fate be?
No, I didn't mean that. Just letting that happen, of course. I only meant, once we decide which way we must throw our fates, we can only Go in that direction. Don't second guess.
Oh man.
I think.
But you were just saying that we should question our fate. I'm very confused, Father Pharaoh.
Why would we question our fate exactly? What was I saying? I'm sorry. I think I got something in my throat.
You said that our fates are not determined and that there is still time to undo the path that we have gone on by leaving the... I think you used the term grateful, loving arms of the Azamar Empire.
Well, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
At the side of the altar, there's another person in much more modest robes. He appears to be native Isari, an older man. And he at this point stands up and says, "If I may, Brother Pharaoh."
Of course.
And he says, "I think what Brother Pharaoh is trying to tell us all is that Sovereign knows what our fate will be." And he starts going on, and he quotes a bit of Sovereign scripture. He's just sort of smoothing over and giving you the opportunity to move away gracefully.
Yeah, Pharaoh will move aside.
And then he sort of ends it and does like the, "May Sovereign be with you, and also with you," the congregation back, right? And then everyone gets up to leave because it's over. And he comes over to you at the side as you guys come down the stairs on the side of the altar, and he says, "Are you okay, Brother Pharaoh?"
Yes, I got a headache when I took a sip of water and couldn't remember what I was saying. I apologize.
He seems a bit taken aback by you apologizing. He's confused by that, and he says, "No need for an apology, Brother Pharaoh. Here, why don't you lay down in the back for a little while? I'll have my steward bring some water."
I'll go sit down and try to look around and see what's here and where my quarters are.
He just sort of leads you back. There's through the back door. There's sort of the room. I forget what it's called. Lily will know the word. Where a priest. It's like the priest changing room where you change into your fancy robes before you come out. There's a room right behind the altar.
Cool.
Not a vestibule if you want, but that's not really the right word.
There's
The
another word.
vestibule's the front.
Yeah,
I like the term priest changing room.
the priest changing room. Where there's a little couch there that he leads you over to sit down on. And
It's the green room.
And it's the green room. There you go. And he says, "Inete!" A young girl in she's a woman. She's not a girl. She's an adult, but she's much younger than this older priest. He says, "Bring Father Pharaoh some fresh water. He's not feeling very well." And she says, "Of course," and runs out to go get you some water.
Scurries, you might say.
Scurries. And then comes back with some water after a bit.
Cool. And he actually is going to pick up the water and say, on second thought, bring me to a prayer room. I wish to pray in peace with some blessed water.
And he says, "Of course, do you know the way?"
Yes, of course. Bring me though. I'm feeling a bit dizzy.
Of course. And he leads you off to the side and into like a private prayer room.
Cool.
And he says, "Don't hesitate to shout if you need something."
Of course not.
And then he edges out. He seems really weirded out. Perturbed.
And I'm gonna start scrying for my friends because I need to find them. I don't know what to do here. This is all way too much for Pharaoh.
You look in the pool and you see... We'll do a quick meanwhile. All right, the rest of you just arrived at Wakanga Otamu's merchant prince villa, and you have been brought into the courtyard. And Wakanga, he stands up. I described him last time. I don't have his description handy, so I won't waste time looking it up. But he is well dressed, Isari native, and he says, "Welcome, friends of my friends of my friends. Please be seated." And as you all come in to sit down, he locks eyes with Koros. And he says, "I thought you were to be an executioner's run today. I did not expect you to survive."
I was there briefly. I survived. Which is good news for me, personally.
And he looks
maybe
to
not
the
anyone else.
rest of you and he says, "You do not mean to bring trouble into this house."
Trouble? Us? Never.
Then
No.
you're not coming
Literally
through at
never
all.
been involved in conflict in my life.
Whatever trouble was there has been replaced.
He says, "Please hold. I need the captain of my guard."
Didn't we already talk to him and tell him about the soul body thing?
Yes.
Did you guys already? I'm rewinding a bit because I realized between last week and today that
Yes, we did.
Irina told some things, didn't she?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I remember
Arena
Billy
mentioned
summing it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you guys had just arrived at the end of last session.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was explaining she's not from this plane.
Right, but he doesn't know that about the rest of you.
Oh. Alright.
And he says, he turns and he gives a shout, "Captain!" And you hear someone coming, and he says, "I present to you the captain of my guard, Dirk Courage." But instead of the familiar face you expect, Lincoln, welcome to the stream. Why don't you describe who they see?
His hair is longer now.
Yes. No, coming out from behind wherever he was is a, tall, strapping, sort of lithe-looking dragonborn with rust-colored scales. He's got a very fine robe on, modest but very well-made. And on his hip, he's got a scimitar. On the other side, there's a whip. And on his back is a broadsword and a bow. And he says, "My liege."
And he says, I would like you to be here just to make sure our new guests don't cause any trouble.
Jake,
Yeah.
have Aridin or I ever seen the Dragonborn?
Probably. You guys, probably in Waterdeep. You guys were in Waterdeep, and there's all sorts of folks in Waterdeep. You probably saw
Okay.
some in Waterdeep, but they would be quite exotic. They're not necessarily common, yeah.
Right.
Regardless, the fact that this Dragonborn has the name Dirk Courage, I'm freaking out and not keeping my cool at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
My
be...
face is pure, confusion.
And he says, this is my new guard captain, Dirk Courage. He hails from the Dragon Plains in the south. He is a master of combat. In fact, Dirk, if you would not mind a demonstration.
I'm going to step back 2 feet.
I stepped back like 8
Of course, I come down off the dais and I say, "Any volunteers?"
Get him, Theo.
I'm freaking out, and I kick Aridin forward.
I take the whip off my belt,
No!
and that's it.
I'll pull my sword out and lean in and be like, I know you're really good at disguises, but how did you do that?
I never was much one for disguises. I don't think we've met. But I do say, I kind of wink and I say, "Go easy on me." And then just with this lightning attack, I try to whip the whip out around your foot and trip you.
Does it work?
Why don't you give me an attack roll, Lincoln?
Oh man, actual dice.
19.
So do I do like a dex?
You just have your sword out, not your shield, so that'll do it.
All right.
Great.
I'm sorry. That was unfair.
I am a little.
Here, you can have one on me.
I don't know how to.
No,
do this.
he's far more noble than ours, but he's definitely they're of the same kid.
That's okay. I'm good.
Later.
Yeah.
I am suspicious, and I want to have a round later, but I don't say anything.
Who has El Dirk?
The figurine.
Tiny Dirk? I do.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, Eridan has all that's left of him.
Excuse me? Wakonga's super confused.
So are we.
I dramatically whip out the Tiny Dirk.
It just he says, "Is that a figurine of wondrous power?"
It's all that's left of the man we knew as Dirk Courage.
Wakanga raises an eyebrow and reaches for the figurine. to examine it.
Careful with him. He's small and fragile.
He takes it and he looks at it and he says, well, "This looks nothing like my Dirk Courage." And
You
he-
knew someone named Dirk Courage.
Yes, and I show my wristband, and I'm like, we all did. Like, I like have everyone show their wristbands.
He
You
hands
have your
the
response.
miniature back to you, Eridan, and he says, "And besides, my guard captain's true name is not Dirk Courage. It is,
Please,
Nisriel Clark Ebermere.
I was like, please don't say Randy Haversack.
he pronounces something. It is pretty much the noises that he makes with his dragonborn mouth. You do not think that a human mouth could make those noises.
Got it.
Well, for all we know, that could have been Dirk's real name too.
True.
Fair.
Yeah, I say, yeah, like, well, okay, Irina told us to come here, right?
Yeah, he has no idea who you guys are besides Koros.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, is Irina here? Sorry.
Yeah, Irina's there. She's right there.
Oh, I'm gonna say, like, as hopefully my colleague explained, we are from very, very far away.
He looks at you two up and down. And he says, "You wear robes of Isari."
Yes. Those were recently acquired. I have my other clothes, so like I'll produce like my my feather cloak.
I actually didn't change.
The clothes. So your armor and stuff came across, but the clothes you're wearing underneath were the Isari clothes that other Eridan was wearing,
Oh, okay.
like just like the underneath garments.
Do I have my feather
We
cloak?
had an opportunity.
Yeah, you have your other stuff. It like Emerald's cloak was rolled up in his bag, and he switched
Yeah.
cloaks.
I'll show them like my feather cloak as just an example.
He says, "Well, many people are from afar. Why don't you tell me your stories?
We are-
live for lore."
We
You
are.
can like offer me like wine or fruit or
Oh yeah, no.
on a
There's
pillow or some shit.
there's wine and fruit on the table. There's
Are people sitting on pillows?
there are
and shit?
servants around. People are sitting on pillows and shit. Absolutely.
That's very important to me.
He did already say take a seat, so like you guys are seated.
Yes. Okay, great. Well, then I am chilling, sitting on
Yeah.
my pillow, and
We are
Are they-
hitchhikers.
are
if
there
you
people
would.
chilling and sitting on pillows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's ease it up.
Do you guys want to
Daryl's
explain
not
everything
here
to
yet.
him, or
Can we just like pull up the Jetsam Academy Facebook page and just let him binge?
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
better yet, he can back the Patreon, which is now live at patreon.com/Jetsam Academy, and then he will get to vote to influence what happens in the episode
Okay.
each week.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean, like, I don't have a reason to lie to this guy if Irina is trusting him. So I will.
He's
Rip.
been going in and out. It's all good.
So I will just tell him, like, yeah, we traveled here from another plane. A very bad plane. I don't recommend visiting.
But he says, but I know Koros Raven Rock for some time. He's been a thorn in the side of the Merchant Princess.
Yes, we were informed by several deities that there were copies of us here.
Yeah, we're super tight with a couple gods, so no big deal.
We are hitchhikers, if you would.
So you possess the bodies of yourselves from this plane?
Yes, but we were also shown visions of the future by the god
That's a good
Sovereign.
question. Did Savras murder like 6 people to bring us here?
Yes.
They were gonna die anyway.
They were gonna die anyway,
That's
and
true. You're right. That's a good
also,
point.
y'all their memories and stuff are still there, so...
I'll
Right.
basically explain that. I'll be like, Savra showed us visions of the future. All the people who possessed these vessels were about to die. And so we, joined with them and prevented that fate.
Okay, cool. So he probably has a few more questions, but like you guys will give him the details of that.
Yeah.
And then as he goes around the circle, he also gets to Sophia and Marin. And he says, while we were telling stories, I'd love to know why you are here, my friends. I need this because I still didn't cut.
And who are Sophia and Marin? Sophia is the girl.
Sophia was the girl that was on the slave ship, and Marin is her half brother, who's also dwarf.
Dwarfs.
Yeah, they share the same human mother.
So are they Doomen or Horfs?
He's a half dwarf. She's a human.
To use the Dark Sun term for them, they're mules.
Women's.
Liger?
Doomens.
Yeah, wait. Just dwarf humans are mules, or like any cross-species hybrid?
No, dwarf humans were called mules in Dark Sun.
That's
Were
awesome.
they like the only non-viable hybrid?
They were like weird, and it didn't work quite right. So they're like they had like human size, but like dwarf proportions, and they were like long and stringy, and it's just like
That's weird. So he just sort of looks like a tall, skinny dwarf.
He looks
Yeah.
like Philly and Killy from the Hobbit movies.
Yes.
Borderline too attractive for dwarves.
Pretty dwarves.
Look, Alex, what are you into? None of us judge. Some people like the short, stocky look.
I prefer my dwarves to look like John Rice Davies.
Oh, all right. I got the link there. Sorry, I forgot.
And
the link
he's
to-
asking them what their deal is.
Take such good
Yeah, they know what the deal is. He knows them. They're old friends. He's asking why they're here. And so Sophia begins to explain that her mother, Lady Sindra Sylvain, had traveled here to Isari, specifically to an Aarakocra monastery known as Kir Sabal, as a retreat for her mother's health.
What was the name of the monastery?
Kir Sabal, Kir space Sabaal.
Cara Paravel.
Okay.
However, while her mother was there, something happened across all of Azamar. This is roughly 20
we kinda
days
heard about
ago.
this.
And she was afflicted with a death curse. She explains it in in-world terms. Jake will explain it to you in mechanical terms. Her hit point maximum has been decreasing by 1 hit point every day. since
That's
this happened.
terrifying.
My God,
As
what
you-
a curse.
As you know, if your hit point maximum reaches 0, you die.
Sucks.
In addition, more in universe, been getting sort of like leprous,
Lesions and sores.
lesions and sores and skin flaking off, like really not great stuff. This has been happening all over the realm, all over the whole plane, as far as Sophia has been able to find out. And in addition, in the last 20 days, no one has been able to be brought back from the dead.
In the last 20 days.
In the last 20 days since this happened, whatever happened 20 days ago that got this started. Sophia, being in Tartosha, which is very far from Isari, she arranged for a black market teleport spell to get her to Isari quickly. And in addition, arranged for a few black market sending spells to do some coordination, in particular to tell Marin what was going on. She arrived in Orem, started to make her way to Kirsabal, and then was captured by slavers along the way.
So Sophia's mom went on this trip very far away then.
Yeah, she went a while ago, very far.
For like a spiritual retreat kind of deal?
Yeah, and because like this monastery, they're really good for your health and a bunch of other stuff.
So was it? My question is it like a spiritual?
It's like Bilbo going to Rivendell.
Okay, so not like a pilgrimage and like everybody wants
No.
to do it.
No, not like a pilgrimage.
Okay, interesting. Got it. Okay. And she's Tartoshan?
Yes. From
Got it.
Tartosha.
Got it.
Marin then tells his story. He was already in Isari. There had been a call out to members of many of the dwarven clans to return to the Mountain of Fire, the abandoned ancestral home of the dwarves, for a meeting. He didn't know what about, but he was already on his way there.
What's the name of the place?
The Mountain of Fire.
Got it.
Real complicated naming here.
Yeah. Very.
Dwarves.
Real ripoff.
And he received the sending spell from Sophia, but then shortly afterwards heard from his contacts in Orem and in the jungles around Isari that she had been captured by Aiken, the outlaw dwarf slaver. Really big deal, yeah. He's a really bad dude. The dwarves hate him. And so he moved to intercept the slave ship and to purchase Sophia and, in turn, Irina to save them and bring them back to Orem. And that's how they got here.
Got it.
Well, shit.
How long was Sophia on that boat?
Not only a few hours.
Oh.
Better part of that
Okay.
day, yeah. They weren't that far out to sea.
So they captured her in Orem?
They captured her in the jungle of Isari. The boat did not take off from Orem.
Got it.
Did you guys tell Wakanga Otamu about your quest to destroy the Soulmonger?
Somebody already told him that.
Arena told him about
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Arena mentioned that.
Cool.
Because he was telling her about the death curse.
Right.
And she was like, I'm pretty sure it's connected to this other thing.
So that would be my question. Have we connected the death curse to someone's trapping all the souls?
So you guys know that the Soulmonger was preventing people from being revived, and she said this death curse is also preventing people from being revived.
It's a weird coincidence.
And 2 + 2 = 4, so...
Or 2 + 2 = fish. Depends who you ask.
5 out of 7, perfect score. So,
Exactly.
Theo, not
I mean, how many
the
stick
cleverest
figures do you
man.
think?
Matthew?
yeah. How learning this about Sophia, do you ever have an idea of how long you have before the last tick is taken?
We're going to pause because I need to pull up my calendar so I can say this in terms of the right calendar for the amount of time.
He's so excited about this.
You were making fun of the people who go overboard with fictional languages earlier, and now you're pulling up your
He
calendar.
made his own calendar.
Alex.
Several, actually.
It's different.
It's different.
Math. How many is that? That's 30. She says that when I last spoke to the monks, they said maybe 2 months.
So you have time. No need for anything desperate then.
And she
Forget I
turns
said
to
anything.
Wakanga and she says, Azamaran months, not Isari.
Which are how many days?
And everyone looks at you like, what? And then Wakanga's like, oh yes, you're not from this plane. That is, they are roughly 30 days.
Okay, so still about a month. Like an actual real month.
60
From
days.
hours
What are
to
they?
real
No, I think
and-
they're actually exactly 30 days. What are they? They're 16 and 14. So yes, they're 30 days.
Okay.
No need for anything desperate. Forget I said anything then.
And she says, I think you underestimate the size of the jungle of Isari.
No,
We're talking what? 2 days to explore it? 3?
I don't know what plane you're from, but it must be very small.
She pulls out.
I didn't get out much. I had the one city. That was kind of it.
She pulls out a map.
Didn't get out much.
Hmm.
So I'm right.
It's not a great map, and here it is.
Oh, man.
Yep. Ignore where it says Chult because it's not Chult. And
Not sure.
y'all are here at Orem. Kirsa Ball is right there. You have
Oh, that's far.
this whole white filled area is jungle that's uncharted. To put it in context, one of these teensy little hexes is 1 day's worth of travel.
Holy
All right, we should get started. Also, merchant prince people, chart your jungle and maps are good.
And he says, you really are not the Quaros I knew.
Ouch.
The jungles of Isari are dangerous places. Few return when they stray off of the river.
I am just gonna say
Feral dinosaurs, undead hordes, undead feral dinosaurs.
okay, there's a lot of undead in that sentence.
Yeah, wait. I
lot of
know a
undead.
little bit about where undead come from. Do you guys have like a necromancer problem, or?
And he reaches for a book off the shelf.
Is it a scary looking book? Is it the Darkhold? Oh my god, it's the Darkhold.
It is
Darkhold.
not the Darkhold.
No, it's a Darkhold. It's too late.
it's just a Necronomicon.
Canon.
If you say it 3 times, it's true.
The Book of Vile Darkness.
He says, a powerful fallen paladin of Ooptown.
Not to be confused with Downtown.
Utapau? The planet from Attack of the Clones?
UBTAO. An Isari god.
Revenge of the Sith.
Who loves
Ow.
puzzles.
Got it.
He betrayed the city of Mesro as its sworn protector and attempted to conquer it with an undead army. He failed, but his undead army has roamed the jungle since. And that was like 100 years ago.
And they haven't decayed?
You know what was a super easy job that I was good at and involved remarkably little personal risk? Fencing stolen goods in Neverwinter. Why did I give that up?
Because this is way more fun.
Also,
I like this Eridan person.
sweet wristbands.
Yeah,
No brainer.
you would have had to steal this.
Yeah, even lamer.
And he says, if
Should
you
have.
wish to navigate the jungle successfully, you will need a guide.
I'm gonna say, okay, Pharaoh's still not here, right?
Pharaoh is still not here. Pharaoh is watching this.
And he's the only one missing, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say,
Well, also Salik,
Salik.
but
yeah, this is whatever. I'm gonna. No, we haven't.
Me and Lincoln both made a face, and Lincoln was legitimately hurt. So it's like,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Don't be mean to my bird.
I'm sorry.
for context for any new players, Salik is now an NPC, but used to be Lincoln's character back when he was on the show in season 1.
Got thrown out a window and he died.
But then he got brought back to life.
Then he died.
No, he got knocked unconscious. He nearly died.
he didn't have wings then.
All right.
They drink a Red Bull.
I am gonna say, I think we need all the help we can get. A guide sounds like a good place to start, but it won't help us with the uncharted parts of the jungle. What might help us with that is some divine guidance. And to get that, we need to get the last 2 members of our cohort, our group.
Oh, this is not all of you.
There are 2 others, but when we entered this plane, we were all separated.
Let me do this. I will send my guard captain, Dirk Courage, with you to go to Jobal. Jobal is one of the other merchant princes He deals in guides and sell swords. He can help you find a guide, and while you are out about the town, you can meet up with these last two of your party.
Can you please tell me, Lily's asking, the name of the guy who, wait, his name is Uptao?
Uptao is the god, Ubtao.
Oh, he's a god?
Uptao is a god.
A fallen paladin of Ubtao.
Oh, yeah.
Raznisi was the bad guy.
Thank you.
That's yeah.
Can you spell that?
RAS space NSI.
Raza al Nisi.
Badgie.
He's the Lazarus Pit.
Sweet. Yes. All right. Cool. So Juptal is another merchant prince, and he deals in guides.
Jobal
Joe Ball.
Oh, Jobal. I heard Juptal.
deals in guides.
Got it. Sweet. I like this plan.
Yes.
No, I'm saying onward. Let's
Oh.
go.
Sorry, I had questions.
I have a question. This is let's go.
Gotcha. I can't see the top of your hand, so I can't tell if it's question hand or let's go hand.
Well, one of those is not question, Jay. If the arm is fully extended.
Oh, you're up like this.
All right.
You're the
Cool.
worst.
It's more the throwing motion.
I am ready. Let us go.
Cool. So,
While we're walking, I want to ask Dirk Courage why you chose the name Dirk Courage.
I didn't. I was perfectly happy with my name, but my patron here decided that I needed something more catchy for him to say when I come out. Also that he could pronounce.
Right.
A flair for style. I respect that.
Before we go, I'm gonna look to Zofia. Do you truly expect us to be gone longer? What?
Sophia with an
You
S.
said the operator.
I know. I caught that like halfway through. I'm like, no one's gonna notice. It's fine.
We all
As long as they
know.
don't-
All the
No,
players
I didn't mean
every
you.
day.
I meant all of them.
Other people play
Why
Rainbow
not? Literally
Six.
Everybody in the world plays Rainbow Six.
The rivalry.
Anyway,
10 points. Anyway, so I was like, I'll look to Sophia. Sophia, and I'll kind of say, do you truly expect us to be gone for longer than 2 months?
she says, if you do not know the location of this soulmonger, and you have to explore the jungle looking for it, I hope that you would find it sooner, but
I have a way to get that may help you survive if in case we fail or are unsuccessful. However,
her mother, not her, but yeah.
oh yeah. However, it may not be ideal. It would be merely a means of stasis.
What do you suggest?
I could preserve her in
There's
a different
more
state.
vampires.
Dude, is this like putting people in jars and shit? I'm not
Yeah,
about
you
it.
pack them in salt, and then they don't go bad for months.
That's true.
It would be, you'd be able to look upon her. She would not be moving. She would be safe. She'd be very hard to break. Stone is
Statue.
You intend to petrify her.
rather than let her die
Can it be undone?
by any cleric of good worth.
I would prefer if it did not go that way, but if you wish to accompany me to Kirsabal, as it is in the same direction into the jungle, we could discuss it with my mother.
If it is necessary, it is an option. I'm not recommending it. I'm just
Dude, remind me not to piss off Emerald. Fucking turn me into a statue.
I don't know.
Remember not even asking her for help.
She says, my mother is stubborn, and I'm not sure if she'll consent, but we can at least present the idea to her.
If she's already of stony demeanor, we were halfway there.
I was gonna make a hard-headed joke.
Nice.
She says, why don't you go find your other friends, find your guide. Marin and I will stay here and make arrangements with Wakanga to go to Kirsabal.
Of course. If the idea does not withstand her pressure, I understand. But it is just desperate times call for desperate measures, and I do not know the state of things.
I understand.
Strange offer.
Was that withstand a joke about Sophia?
Look,
All right.
Cool. So
Okay. We are following this guy, Dirt Courage, who is not Dirt Courage.
right. Dirt leads you guys.
Follow me.
The Red Bazaar. Let me flip to the right page to get the description just right. This area, the Red Bazaar, is in the market ward, where there's all sorts of business around, things being bought and sold. The Red Bazaar, in particular, is this giant market. It is you guys pass a larger market called the Grand Souk, but it looks like the Red Bazaar generally sells things that are more practical, right? So like the Grand Souk sells durable goods and luxury items, and the Red Bazaar is more everyday needs, locally produced meat, vegetables, tropical fruit, other things like that, light tropical clothing, insect repellent, household goods. And he leads you past and through the Red Bazaar to an inn that is attached to it on the side, labeled the Thundering Lizard. And it is a bit raucous inside. It is loud and
Would you describe it as thundering?
thundering, indeed. And over to there is a board with a bulletin board with guide notes on there. Like different guides have posted up their little spiel saying, "Hey, hire me." And there are several of these. I will show you some pictures, and then if any of the pictures look cool, I will read their thing to you. So, yeah.
Guys, if there's a halfling, we have to get the halfling.
That one. It says Akaza Zaka Stormfang. There is this one. That is Eku. We've
He's
got
the
Farul and Gondolo.
Is that a hold up? Is that a ventriloquist dummy?
No. Gondolo, I believe, is a halfling.
Yes!
Okay.
I said we need to get the halfling.
No, we're not paying for two.
He's only half the price.
Hugh Hackenstone. He's a dwarf.
Hey man, Hugh Hackenstone?
We've got Musharib, who is an albino dwarf.
Terrifying.
What else do we got? Those are the two that are not there. We've got some Taxabi, cat people, River Mist, and Flask of Wine. We've got, this woman here, whose name is Salida. And I think that's everybody.
She's like the super obvious BioWare romance choice, right?
She's the only option.
I'm
I
happy
vote
to
for
read
Mr.
any of those that seemed interesting to you.
She wants to hear the halfling one description, the duo.
No, I wanted to hear Mr. Echo. Just
Echo?
someone with lost jokes. Yeah.
Mr. Echo. Yeah, I know
Echo.
Mr. Echo.
Can Dirk say something real fast?
Echo is a she, but
I'm still gonna call
Go
her
ahead,
Mr.
Dirk.
Echo.
Now that we're here, I just tell you all. I'm here so that people know you are here on the Merchant Prince's behalf. You are associated with him, and they will treat you as customers and not try to gouge you. I don't know any of these people, so I can't help you there. But do know some of them are excellent guides, but I've heard others are charlatans or incompetent.
Well, you can help us be a judge of character. If
That
you
could
meet
just
with
be
any of them.
me being scared of the jungle.
Are you scared of the jungle?
Yes.
No, I'm scared of the jungle.
Very, very scared of the jungle.
No, I'm scared. I want to hear just the ads for the first two guides because they both seemed really cool.
Azaka, Stormfang, and Eku.
Yeah, both Stormfang sounds cool.
Yep.
And I also want to hear it for the cat.
And the cat people. Got it. Other requests? You don't want to hear the halfling?
I'll hear the halfling.
I thought Alex wanted to do the halfling.
All right. Cool. I will read those out. They're a bit long. I don't want to read all of them to drag out things, but if we decide to, we can because they're fun. All right. So Azaka Stormfang, I will show you her picture again.
Her hair is just so beautiful.
She says, "If you need a guide to get you through the jungle alive, look no further. I was born in the jungle. I know its dangers well and how best to avoid them. Should you choose me, you may rest assured that your party is in safe hands. I charge 5 gold coins per day and require a 30-day payment up front. For those adventurers who aid me in a personal quest, I will waive my fee and guide them to places no one else has found. This quest will take us to Firefinger, the evil Terra folk, and that's P-T-E-R-A-F-O-L-K,
That sounds awesome.
that roost atop Firefinger, stole a wooden mask from me, and I want it back.
People.
Echo? While the lure of pillaging the antiquity of Isari is a temptation, I appeal to those who find fulfillment in doing actual good in the world. I seek to rid the jungle of evil. There are many ruins and ancient temples that must be reclaimed, so that the spirits of nature can return to their sacred places and live in peace. There are evil impostors who seek to blind you with promises of gold, but will only guide your throats to their blades. My rates are standard, 5 gold pieces a day, with a 30-day payment up front. A small portion goes to pay off the merchant Prince Jobal. The rest I give to charity. Up next, Ferrul and Gondolo. Why pay for one guide when you can have 2 for the same price?
I vote for them.
We have the smarts, the goods, and our own Triceratops.
I vote for them.
Treasure abounds. When we're done leading you to all the ancient sites and sacred places that we know of, you'll be swimming in gold and magic. All the other guides will lead you in circles and make you do all the work. Don't be fooled. When we return to Orem, you'll have enough tales and fortunes to last a lifetime. Our price, for both of us, together, is 5 gold pieces per day with a 30-day payment up front, but we're glad to reduce our rate for equal shares of any treasure found.
I vote these two. They're definitely going to get us killed.
No.
No,
Absolutely.
No.
no. Can I
Absolutely
just
fine.
highlight for everyone here in the audience that the last time I played a 5e campaign with Jake, before this one, I said, I want to be a Tyrannosaurus. He said, no, dinosaurs in D&D is dumb.
Did say
I
that.
did say that.
It was
I was
before
there.
halflings could ride Triceratops.
I did say that. And then this book made them cool.
Thanks.
I should not have said that.
It's like,
I did indeed. You guys have also seen dinosaurs here in Orem.
yeah, it's
Which freaks me out. All right, cat
You could
people.
just fly over them. It's not that bad.
Cat people.
I like them. I'm for them.
All right. And then the last one, you guys skipped. You didn't want to hear from either of the dwarves. You wanted to hear River Mist and Flask of Wine, the Taxabi or cat people.
Is it Taxabi or Tabaxi?
Tabaxi. You're absolutely right. I flipped the
Khajiit.
consonants.
Yeah.
Exactly
Exactly what I was gonna say.
She just innocent to the scribe.
Yeah, here we go. There's my
That's
notes.
right.
They're Tabaxi. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what
I
I
flipped
was.
the B and the X. It says, "Beware Jobal and his no-good flunkies. That merchant prince is as trustworthy as a sack of snakes, as are most of his guides," in quotes. "If you choose us, we will never lead you astray. River and Flask are up to the task. That's our motto. Chult is our playground. We're fast, reliable, and know what we're doing. 5 gold pieces per day and a 30-day advance is what Jobal's flunkies demand. We're happy to serve as guides for only 4 gold pieces per day with no payment up front. Even better, we'll waive the fee entirely for equal shares of whatever treasures we help find."
All right.
Can I roll insight into written text?
I
I feel like they're gonna rip us off.
everyone knows,
No,
but go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Everyone knows, but I am leaning towards Eku or Stormfang, but mostly Eku. I like this whole nature spirits returning thing. It's very hippie, and I like it.
And if you guys...
I
don't know
just
if he has a
say,
hippie.
as someone who spent some time doing some legitimate business, if we take the 2 that don't work with Jabal, we're going to get knifed at night for hiring scabs. Just saying.
Yeah, so let's not work with.
You are from
People are
Waterdeep.
getting knifed at night. We should find Pharaoh soon.
If you guys want to hear... Oh, yeah.
That's what I said we're working on, and he said after we go find a guide, I'll help you find your friend.
It's okay. I have a plan.
Does your plan involve intercepting them? And should I give you a meanwhile?
Yeah, a quick one if you want.
Yeah, let's pause and let you guys brew on those, stew on those. After not listening to either of the dwarves, I like dwarves.
Dude, you said you didn't want to read them all.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to read them all. I just didn't want to. I just wanted to give you a choice. Anyway, I was worried they would take a long time, and then I realized they weren't as long as they looked. We'll do a quick meanwhile.
Pharaoh's like, they can't hire mercenaries to guide them. I can guide them. I'm the guide. I have magical guidingness. No. So Pharaoh is going to he wants to rush out, go down to the cooking area wherever the kitchens are, presumably down below.
Mm-hmm.
Find a cook that be like, who wants to go with Savras and needs guidance and stuff, and try to find a cook that is all down with Savras. Get them. Take the 2 patches of horses off of his cloak. Make horse patches. Oh wait, I don't know if I have that right now.
Yeah, you have your things. You found them. They were in your bag.
Horse
Make
patches.
Yeah, horse patches off my cloak. Make horses and then start riding the place with Find the Path, the spell.
So go ahead and click that. Does it just let you know exactly how to get somewhere?
Yeah, it gives me the fastest, not the safest path.
Wait, this
to
is
somewhere.
Google?
And this is how you plan on
It's
leading us
Google.
through the
This is
jungle,
Google
right?
Maps.
Google Maps, India.
Yeah, it's Google Maps. That will definitely
So-
lead you through a bad part of town. It's not great.
You go there
Sounds like
the
waiting.
fastest route. It starts to get really busy with people. And you're in the horse, and you have to slow down to get through them. And then you see they're all lined up along the street, and the crowds go right up to the edge of the street and then stop. And you're like, "What is this?" And you trot out past the people, and you turn, and you see several dinosaurs, different kinds of dinosaurs with riders on their back, charging towards you.
Come on, cook, let's go. You said they're Eastern. Cook's name is Drazan.
All right.
We sprint away as off of the path as we can.
I
away
will
from
take
people.
an animal handling check.
Oh, balls.
Okay.
Because basically, if you go straight across, there's more crowd that's not really going to get out of your way. So you're going to have to sort of turn down the road, either towards or away from the dinosaurs.
Whoops, drop down. 17.
You're able to do it. Let me find out if the cook is able.
What's his name?
Drazan. Drazhan.
He also
Drazan.
rolls a 17. Natural.
Nice.
Damn. Go cook.
That's right, Drazan. I knew I picked you correctly.
He turns 90 degrees, and he is riding out in front of the dinosaurs with you. And he goes and he says, "This way, Father Pharaoh."
Very good.
You guys turn down an alley where there's not people watching, and you just cut in as the dinosaurs stampede past you.
Were those police, or was that what was?
Are you all right, Father Pharaoh?
Bit addled today. I received visions.
Those were the dinosaur races. They've been going all week.
Has it already come? You're
How's
very
Banana
addled.
Candy doing?
What was that, Lel?
I said, how's Banana Candy doing? One of the dinosaurs' names.
Banana Candy, I believe, is doing quite well. All right. Find the path gets you the rest of the way there,
Cool.
and you arrive.
And then I ask about. I'll just ask guards at the gate. I'm not trying to go in and deal with that trade prince who I heard about.
So Jobal himself is not there. They're just at this inn where the bulletins are.
Is Salik
Perfect.
with
Oh,
him?
okay.
Salik is not with him.
Where's Salik?
Great question.
Do you know where Salik is?
Where is Salik? So do I find them right away, or are they already
Are
out
you
on
going to
their
tie up your horse
Second
outside and
link
then
is gonna
go
pop
inside
up.
the inn?
Yeah. If I know exactly where they are, this whole time, yeah.
Yeah, because you just went to the place where guides would be. Yes, you make it.
Awesome.
I'm happy to hand wave to get the party back together.
Friends!
You're alive!
Dirk, it's really you, huh?
it
You
looks
look
nothing-
way different.
Oh,
I know,
sorry,
but
you
I
watched
saw
it.
him
Dragon.
Pharaoh, you're alive. Did you meet any strange people on the way here?
Oh, did I ever? But hush about it. But we also have a cook friend, you know.
A cook friend.
No one
Drazan,
tried to
he's
stab
a good
you.
friend. Nobody has tried to stab me yet.
Nobody said
That's
pro
no,
sensitive guards.
I'm delighted
know
to
about
hear
the
that.
stabbing.
Oh, perfect.
I was worried too. The entire way here, I brought my cook friend. He has a pen. I figured that might help me. Knives can't go through pens.
Father Pharaoh, why are we here?
I had a vision from Savras. Trust me, it's you just need to be with me right now.
Yes, of course.
Theo is going to try to pick up on this to get Pharaoh alone and be like, are you the Father Pharaoh from my own vision? Yes, I have to speak with you. It is most urgent. And try to get him away. Do I have to roll deception?
But
Yes.
I'm normal, Pharaoh.
Well, I don't know. We don't really care if Jazan believes you or not.
Yeah.
I care if the cook believes me.
All right, then roll it.
Deception.
2.
He's got this this is serious business look on his face, and he's
All right,
like,
and then I'm able to get Pharaoh alone.
Yeah, you can pull him aside.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I know you're not a priest. I just wanted to get away from the cook guy, so we don't have to worry about what we say in front of him.
Oh yeah, I picked him from the lowest ranks so that he wouldn't
Why
be
did
one
you
of the
bring him with you?
Come on, they don't have bread on the roads.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Okay, you make a good point. I do. Where is Salik? Is he with you? We can't find him.
No, I would love to know where he is. Oh shoot, I should have bottled up some of that holy water. I can't scry without it.
Send the cook back to get you some.
Not a bad idea.
He works for you, right? You're his boss and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, do that because then we can find out where he is.
You can't even say no.
No, and then I'll fill him in on all the shit that went down with Wakanga, and I'm like, Wakanga's awesome. This lady Syndra Sylvain is dying from this thing. Everyone's dying from this thing.
Pharaoh saw all this.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Pharaoh,
Oh,
do you interrupt Theo to tell him you
Yeah,
saw
I
this?
was like nodding. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Huh, that episode's so good, eating popcorn.
Cool.
Well, I love that part where Chandler comes in.
All right, so you're gonna tell Jazan to go get some holy water?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Go back, get us some holy water, and come back here. Don't tell anybody why you're here. If they ask you where I am, Sabra's called.
Did you not foresee the need for holy water, Father?
I was in a rush. I'm very addled. Trust me.
Okay, you will be here when I return.
Just ask. Probably.
Okay. He goes out and he goes to get some holy water.
Never seen him again.
I want that guy to go
Sure
back,
will.
man. He works hard.
Take the black horse. The sidekick.
Koros,
It's smaller.
You've been looking at the board a bit more, and you notice that one of the handouts mentions some of the names of the other guides.
We got some guide drama here.
Yep, and it's Salida.
All right, what's she saying?
Oh, she loves the drama.
Hers says, I've led many expeditions through the wilds of Isari. Gotta change the names on the fly. I know secret trails that appear on no map. Hire others at your own peril. Azaka and Eku have led expeditions into the jungle that never returned. Ferul and Gondolo are charlatans, plain and simple. Old Hugh suffers from mad monkey fever, I'm sure of it. Musharib is an albino dwarf, and they're not to be trusted. And I hear tell that River Mist and Flask of Wine owe money to the Zentarim. 5 gold pieces per day is a cheap price to pay for your lives. Spend your gold wisely.
Well,
Some
she's
of those
racist.
were legitimate complaints. The albino one, this woman just seems kind of mean.
I think that's mean-spirited. And also, if Eku led a group into the forest that never returned, clearly someone returned because she is here.
I wonder who tells the stories then.
Echo.
What I'm saying, man. Yeah, Eku or Storm.
That also feels like rank attempts to undercut the opposition.
It does.
Yeah, that was slimy.
I don't trust rude people.
I don't like when people go negative in political campaigns.
And since I've decided that there's plenty of time to read all of them now, do you want to hear the dwarves too?
Oh my gosh, fine.
Sure.
Say no. No, you can say no.
Let's hear the albino one.
All right, the albino dwarf. He says, "The jungle is my home. I know it well. I can guide you anywhere in Isari for a fee of 5 gold pieces a day. If adventure is what you seek, join my quest to reclaim Hrakamar, my clan's ancestral forge. A volcanic eruption forced us to abandon it many years ago. The fire newts that have since taken it over must be driven out or destroyed. At the very least, we must sneak in and recover a relic known as Moradin's Gauntlet. The fire newts must not be allowed to keep it. If you love dwarven kind, then hear my plea and join me in returning Hrakamar to its rightful owners. I will waive my fee for your promise of assistance."
Hey, Theo.
Yeah,
We speak Dwarvish.
we do.
We could have a friend.
No, the other people sounded more smart.
And I'm just going to read you the last one because I like doing dwarf voices. Hugh Hackenstone. "I've stood atop every mountain in Isari. Really hard to do the renaming on the fly. I know every gorge and crevice, every plateau and trail. My memory is an iron trap. I forget nothing. Trust a dwarf, I always say, 'cause a dwarf will never steer you wrong. Fearless I am. There's no dragon, beast, or undead horror that scares me. You want a guide who runs away at the first sign of danger? No! You want a dwarf, and I'm the toughest dwarf around. Red dragon bit off my arm, yet here I stand. Takes more than a dragon to stop Hugh Hackenstone. I charge 5 gold coins per day and expect a 30-day payment up front. Best coin you'll ever spend, I promise you."
You said undead horror, right?
Undead horror.
Definitely sound like undead horror.
Anything can happen in this jungle.
And no undead horror scares him either, so...
Closely related to
This is the guy that
Hugh
supposedly
Horror.
has Mad Monkey, right?
Yes, Salita did say that Hugh Hackenstone, she said, Hugh suffers from mad monkey fever, I'm sure of it.
I like him. I don't want any like religious zealots. I don't
No.
want to give any like visions and quests. I want to give someone some money and therefore not die.
No, Eku said that. No personal quest. Ridding the jungle of evil. Nature spirits returning.
That sounds a lot like a personal
No.
quest.
That's her general vibe. She never said anything about
Is
a
it
personal
really
quest.
into nature?
5 gold pieces a day, 30 up front. These
She
are-
said, ruins and ancient temples that must be reclaimed so that the spirits of nature can return to their sacred places and live in peace.
But she didn't say I had to do that. She said, like, that's her thing. That's like her hobby. Like, some people knit. She, reclaims temples. It's not a big deal.
Do we want to take a vote?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's start with Theo. Theo, you're voting for Eku?
Can I do, like, a 1 and 2? Is that fair?
Let me refresh everyone's memory. So there's Azaka Stormfang.
Yes.
There is Eku.
Yeah.
We can do pictures. Azaka Stormfang. Eku. Ferul and Gondolo.
No.
Hugh Hackenstone.
2 people.
There is Musharib. There is, what are they? River Mist and Flask of Wine. And there is Salida.
Huh.
Do you want to just like name them and we can raise our hands if we would be okay with them?
That's a good way to do it.
Oh, that is a good way to do it. So let's just go through that list again. Lil, will you take notes?
Yes.
All right, Azaka Stormfang. I can't
I'm
see.
raising my
You
hand,
have to
sorry.
raise your finger in the center of your frame.
So
That's
1,
great.
2, 3.
All right. Eku.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Farul and Gondolo.
1, 2, 3. Asshole.
Bobby, are you? Oh, no, okay, 3. Okay, cool. Hugh Hackenstone. 1.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
Two. Okay.
Third.
Oh, 3. Okay. There's 3 for all of
I
them.
can't do that. No.
Oh, no, hold on. We might just eliminate 1 from this. Musharib.
No, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
All right. River Mist and Flask of Wine. Okay, no 1. And Salida. 1.
She's too much drama.
All right,
I
so
want
we
that.
eliminated the whole second page, so it is just between Azaka, Eku, Farul and Gondolo, and Hugh Hackenstone. We're
Okay,
just
this
gonna
time you can only vote for 1.
No, this time I'm just gonna go to each person, and I'm gonna each ask, of those 4, who do you want? Lily.
I get to pick 1, right?
Mhm.
Eku.
All right. Alex.
Hackenstone.
All right. Pharaoh.
Hackenstone also.
Ben.
You gotta have to try Ceratops, right?
You
Oh,
go
shit, I
for
forgot
Farul and
about
Gondolo? Oh, Alex, you
Yeah.
can change your vote.
Yeah, let me change.
All right, Farul and Gondolo?
Yeah.
All right, and Bobby.
All right, screw it. Let's do Farul and Gondolo.
All right.
Yeah.
I was smart and everyone ignored me. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Listen, I waited 3.5 years for dinosaurs, Lily.
We're gonna see dinosaurs in the
Yeah,
jungle,
but I was gonna say, we're not
regardless of
gonna
whether or
watch
not we
the
have one.
All right, let me just review their little bit real quick.
I also did say we need to choose the halfling if there's a halfling.
We did say that. That is fair.
Did indeed.
Very fair.
Just being consistent.
Yep. Cool. All right, so you can pull their thing off, and you can bring it over to the bartender, and he'll point to where they are, and they're sitting at a table in the back.
Is the Triceratops sitting at the table too?
The Triceratops is not sitting at the table,
Having a drink.
but you can see they're laughing and talking to
Triceracop.
each other, and drinking, each having a drink.
Dirk, you know the vibe more than we do. You want to go?
Of course, I'll make the introduction. I go over and I say, "You two."
We didn't do it.
Great
That's
start.
encouraging.
Sorry, who are you?
I say, "I'm here on behalf of one of the merchant princes.
Oh.
People are here with his endorsement, looking for guides."
Oh, yes, yes, we are the greatest guides in all of Orem. Isn't that right, Gondolo? Oh, yes, we're the best ones all around.
I'm sure. Anyway, I point you a.
We've even got a Triceratops.
I give the floor to.
Oh,
Guys,
Well.
where are we going again?
hi, Mom. My mom is watching. Hi, Mom. All right, sorry, we can get back to the game now.
You need people of intelligence on this sort of mission. Quest.
Thing.
Yeah, I'm not talking or explaining because I don't trust these guys, so I'm gonna let someone else do it. Koros can do it, or Emerald.
Aridin, would you like to let them know what we're doing? You kind of spearheaded this whole thing on accident, so.
I can't remember where we're going.
Going deep into the jungle looking for a magical dude that's stealing souls.
Right, but do I just...
Don't lead with that.
Okay. So you guys are good at going into the jungle.
Absolutely, done it hundreds of times, thousands. Hundreds is more like it.
We're gonna die.
Why did you?
So if we were searching for someone in the jungle, could you help us track them?
Oh yeah, Gondolo here. He's the best tracker around. Isn't that right, Gondolo?
That's
Oh
a lie.
yes, you can. The footprints, the vines have been broken off. All sorts of things you can track them by.
Is it worth doing an insight check as Theo?
No,
Sure.
these guys
No,
are obviously
you can
lying.
always tell they're full of shit.
And yet you chose them. I don't know.
They have a dinosaur.
That was on the resume, Lily.
I feel
Full of shit was like a
very
qualification.
These guys are going to be great human shields.
That's a good point.
Bert's kind of off to the side, like
Theo, even with that roll, you know that they're full of shit.
Bobby, you implied that we have mental link. Is that accurate?
I mean, I can talk to you, yeah.
Can I reply?
I think
Yes.
so. I think we decided you can reply.
Yes.
Can we, change our mind? These people are shitty.
Yeah, we could.
I don't want to die.
Aridin, what do you think? Should we ditch these guys? They're clearly clowns.
Alright, fine.
No.
Wanted to ride Triceratops.
I'll let you ride a Triceratops. I'll find you another one.
Okay.
I'm not
We're
gonna
gonna-
actually die.
Dirk, you know that if they're really hard set on the Triceratops, they can buy one.
yeah, guys, there's a market. You can buy all kinds of dinosaurs, riding dinosaurs.
Well, what are we
riding
We're
doing?
not gonna
Let's just
die.
get on the
The
Triceratops
guide is
and go
gonna
to the
die.
jungle.
And then it's fine. We get the Triceratops for free.
It's not how laws work here. I don't know where
Very,
you're from.
very diplomatic.
I've never been. It sounds terrible.
All right. I'm gonna say, give us a moment, and then with Koros, I guess, and everybody, and be like, if not them, who do you want to go with?
Well,
Sorry, what did I miss?
I
if
said-
not them, who do we want to go with?
I huddled you over to the side, and I
Between-
said, give us a moment.
Azaka, Eku, and Hugh. Hugh Atkinson
Would
would be
it
the
not
three
make
remaining.
sense to talk to all of the possible guides?
Ooh, yeah, we could talk to Hugh and Eku, and there was another one.
Yeah, you guys could. And Hugh, Eku,
Let's-
and
let's try
Azaka.
Eku.
Let's try Eku.
Cool.
Azaka didn't make it, Jake, whoever that is.
Akaza. Oh yes, she did. Well, yes. I
She-
guess Azaka had no votes in the
Oh
second
yeah,
round.
in the
so.
second round.
Sure.
Akasa did not.
So no Fruel and Gondolo.
All right. Cool. So you want to find Eku?
Or Hugh, doesn't matter.
If you go to the bartender and ask, Hugh is here in this inn. Eku is in the one next door, which is the. I have to scroll to remember its name because it's over here somewhere. Is called Kaya's House of Repose.
I thought it was
Very
going to be
nice.
named after a...
Yeah, much nicer place.
Oh,
It's very, very nice. That's where I would have gone. This place is terrible.
But more of the guides are in here.
we can talk to Hugh first. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Cool. So he points to Hugh sitting in the corner with a large ale.
Hello.
Yeah, I need to read his little bit real quick to be ready. Okay, we're good. So yeah, his left arm is completely gone. He said it in the description that it was bitten off by a red dragon, and yet here he stands.
That's pretty impressive.
Ah, you seen me bulletin?
We did.
Looking to go out into the jungle.
We are.
Where to?
We don't know.
Not a
Perhaps
problem.
Jason Monastery first.
Which monastery is that?
I forgot the name.
Kier.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Kira
were saying
Parabel or
you were
whatever?
going with a lady?
Yeah,
we
Parabel
would
is from
go to
Narnia.
Pierce the Ball, but that's not...
Pierce the ball. Know the way well. Can get you there.
And then deeper in from there, we're just gonna go start poking around.
Just looking for adventure?
Mostly.
After a fashion.
It's a good side dish.
I know some spots. We can go buy some ruins, some old temples. That sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that's a good idea, actually.
This
Absolutely.
guy like leads well. Yeah, no, this is good.
Pretty direct.
Guess
Are
it
you
was a
good
good
at
leader.
tracking?
Let me just see what he. He says.
It's got a great bluff stat. That's it.
I've done my fair share of tracking. What sort of beasts you looking to track?
It's more of a general evil scheme that's going on.
Louis says soulmonger. Will that make any sense?
We're looking for dark deeds being done in the middle of the jungle. Like, really dark. Like, super, super, like... You might have
Like,
seen
it
some of
sounds
these
like your jungle is already super evil, and we're like, it's gonna stick out even among that.
Well, I know some places we can look around for that sort of evil. There are some dark places in that jungle. I can get you there safely, no problem. We'll fight them tooth and nail.
Your kid's only 5 nails.
I'm rolling to see if I.
Plenty of nails for a dwarf. I only need 1.
Do I believe this guy?
Let me.
Specifically the red dragon part.
Specifically the red dragon part.
Pretty big claim.
You need to roll then.
I'm not
Brandon.
rolling for that. I'm rolling
Rolling
to see
for-
like if his other claims make sense. Like
Boom. Tell me about the red dragon.
Yeah, that seems to be absolute truth. You're looking at the wound and it's large tooth marks. Like it's very clearly a large beast.
That's the
bit
answer to
off.
Alex's question.
That's the answer to Alex's question. To Lily's question, he seems a bit overconfident
okay.
that, oh yeah, we're just gonna go through the jungle, it's gonna be no problem. But that's maybe more of a personality trait than anything else.
Okay.
But he seems like, if you want to find adventure, if you're looking for things in the jungle, I can take you to adventure. Like, that seems very true.
All right.
Telepathically ask Emerald if he can try and think back and remember anything about hearing about a mad monkey disease that might have any really intense side effects we should know about.
Well, rabies is awful, but that's about all I've got.
If you want to make a
Do a
charisma
charisma
check
check.
to try and go into your past memories.
Can I try to think of it too?
Sure. I mean, you guys are on a broadcast channel, so. I'll take a just straight charisma check to try and reach into the memories of
I
your own
can't
self.
use my sheet. Yes, I know everything.
Theo, you don't remember anything about a mad monkey disease.
I usually don't try because I'm scared.
Emerald?
My roll 20 crashed, so give me.
No worries. If you have a physical die nearby, you can just roll it and add it if you want, since you have.
I just want to make sure that we
Yeah.
don't wake up in the middle of the night to him standing over us with a knife
I'm gonna say like,
or a tail.
this was really good. Like to meet you. Like we'll let you know really soon.
Don't wait too long. So much to do.
Nice.
Emerald, you reach back and you're like, I know what that foom. You are flooded with just pure madness, like just a sort of mad insanity. You see through the veil of reality, and you see that it's horrible and awful, and it has to be destroyed. You guys, what the rest of you see is that Emerald clutches his head and falls back onto the ground,
Can I like
and just like
lightning
twitching on the ground.
catch him?
Yeah, give me a... Yeah, no, you can just catch him. That's fine. Yeah, so he falls back and you catch him, and he seems like he's having a seizure or something.
My Pharaoh, what is this magic?
Ugh.
I
I don't understand magic.
Emerald, it is madness beyond understanding, unfathomable, Cthulhu shit.
I'm gonna go like over him and be like, "Get back here, Emerald! Get back here!"
Slap.
I don't want to hit him. I'm just gonna yell really
Aridin-
loud. And
Aridin
I
slapped him.
slapped him.
I yelled. He
He's
slapped.
Emerald. You feel yourself slowly coming back to reality.
To
There goes
reality.
gravity.
Goes
So gravity.
Is this normal?
No, this has never happened before.
Oh, good.
This is why
Uh, and that pang that you first felt, Emerald, when you arrived in this body, that sort of craving for something, some sort of substance, you weren't sure what it was, feels stronger than ever right now. The need for something that's missing.
coffee. It's coffee.
You asked me to remember,
Blue
and I
coffee.
pulled a bit more than a memory there.
Hugh is like, "You all right there, lad?"
I'm fine. I'm not sure if I was.
Not sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
move
it wasn't for
away.
you.
Don't wait too long to
Yeah, We'll let you know
to
before
book
the
me.
day's through.
There's lots of demand.
I understand. I'll let you know very, very soon. And we go away.
Cool.
And then I want to go next door and talk to Eku.
All right.
People are cool with that.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Y'all head next door to place with Eku. Just reading a couple things.
Sorry, I triggered your epilepsy, Emerald.
It's okay. I need to look something up real quick for a picture for part of the description. But yes, you guys make it over there. You talk to the bartender, and he points you over to a table where she's sitting with a glass of wine.
Is it
This
fancy
is a
schmancy
fancier
here?
place. It's not fancy schmancy. It's just quiet and nice. It's just a slightly nicer place.
So it's not like those fancy places where there's like free fruit out and stuff.
No, it's not hella fancy.
There's really the fruit.
It's not the Merchant Prince's quarters.
No, it is not. It is not as nearly as nice as the Merchant Prince's villa.
Has Drazan come back yet?
No.
Yeah, well, you can go up to Eku and just be like,
So, I showed you her picture. She's wearing light blue robes, and you see next to her, leaning against the table, there's a walking stick in the likeness of a stylized quaddle. A quaddle looks like that. They're really cool.
Oh, awesome.
whoa. That's cool.
Definitely Mr. Echo.
So that's what her walking stick looks
What
like.
is this Mr. Echo crap?
He's from Lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never watched
He was
that.
a priest and he had a big stick that he carved in.
Yeah, quaddles are cool.
Cool.
I'm just gonna be like, hey,
She
your
says,
guide.
Welcome, friends. You saw my bulletin?
Yes. We are seeking a guide, but for an unusual contract.
Tell me more. Please, sit.
We're not sure where it is, but we're trying to track something down.
What sort of something? A person, an artifact,
We could probably just be straight up with her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a creature of some kind. I'm not really clear. It seems very powerful, but it's called a soulmonger, and it seems to be trapping souls, and that seems to be connected to this death disease
the death curse.
that I've heard is going around.
I have heard much about this death curse and
Yes,
wished to find its source as well.
We
You
are
believe it
one-
is this soulmonger,
Yes.
and you believe this
I have
soulmonger
on
to
very,
be a
I have on
being.
good authority
Interesting.
from.
Not clear if it's a bank.
Do you have any leads where you believe it might be?
I can try to get some, and I look at Pharaoh and I'm like, you could maybe ask. For
If you
some
do
guidance.
not, I could take you to Oralunga. There is a guardian naga there. She
What's
could.
a naga?
Let me get a picture.
Nagas are cool.
Very powerful is what a naga is.
Lady Vosh.
No, far different from WoW ones. Snakes and human bits on the end of them.
A naga is not in the index in the monster manual.
Cause it's not under Naga, I think. No, they are under Naga in 5e. They were smart.
Yeah, I know. I found it here. They're basically these powerful snake creatures. She specifically says a guardian naga,
Yeah.
which are these. Here's pictures of nagas.
That's not very
Oh.
dissimilar from the WoW ones.
Are they friendly?
She says
Well, there's no limbs.
the guardian of Orlunga is much like an oracle, friendly to those who come to ask questions.
I see. Well,
She will
I will
give answers.
consult with my oracle, and if that doesn't work out, we can go to your oracle, and between the two oracles, we should have a direction.
Seems like a good amount of oracles.
The appropriate amount of orb.
You
You
need
can try
two
orcolate.
to align.
To triangulate.
She
Yeah.
says, "This is
Try
a great
orcolate.
evil that you wish to stop. I would be happy to guide you to Oralunga and to wherever else in the jungle that leads us."
Cool. Awesome. Any other questions people want to ask?
No.
All right. We will discuss and let you know very soon.
Good.
Have a good day. Enjoy your wine. We'll leave, and I want to go outside both the inns, so we're not near either person when we talk. But
Yeah.
like, what do you guys want to do?
I'm fine with either.
Yeah, they both seem pretty competent. Lily, if you still feel strongly about Echo, that works.
I'm scared of the monkey thing.
The monkey thing sounds dope. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we can call him the Mad Monk.
Do you have an opinion, Dirk Courage?
I am terrified of the jungle. All of these people are insane.
Oh, okay. Glad we asked.
Yeah, probably true.
Pharaoh, any
Frankly,
thoughts?
you people are crazy. Nice, very nice, but crazy.
The jungle seems all right to me, but we have a good guide.
I liked
Whatever
that
you
Echo
want.
immediately accepted the quest. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Oh, your
I mean,
guys
to be
suck.
fair, you didn't tell Hugh about it.
It's true, we didn't.
That's true. I feel like it matched well because she said in her thing, like, I want to rid the jungle of evil, and we lined up with that. So that's kind of just luck of the draw, also.
I think if we were going on safari, the other guy would be a great choice. I think for our specific holy mission, she's probably a good choice.
Yeah,
If
let's
it
take
goes
it.
well, you can come back and go on vacation in the jungle because your people are nuts.
Exactly.
So, Echo is cool with everybody?
Do we want to do an
He's
actual?
more like a John Muir. He's more like a Hemingway.
Let's do
Yeah.
let's do a vote again, like
Okay.
actual proper vote. So Lily,
I'm voting for Echo.
Alex,
Echo.
Brandon.
Echo.
Doesn't matter.
I mean vote because we can ask Nicole, but
Yeah, that's true. No,
Like, you guys cool. Like,
I feel like Eku is very driven, but I feel like we may be able to. Hugh seems to know a lot of places here that can find where we have a chance to find stuff that could help us. Yes, Akun, he knows places where there are evil outside of this that while he was at first just saying, oh, well, you want adventure spots, but that's something that we could use to reinforce ourselves here so we can better take down this soulmonger.
Bobby.
Echo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think
Sorry.
that's definitely a majority for Eku. So
That's yeah.
no, I think that
I know what you're saying.
I do.
I mean, you could always hire both, but that would be expensive, and they'd probably argue with each other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that'd be
if
fun,
Hillary
though.
sucks or
They
she
can
dies,
argue with
we come
himself.
back.
All right, cool. So Eku.
All right.
Irina is probably super down with Eku because good and defeating evil.
She needs to get back into the graces of the Morning Lord, so.
Right? Yeah.
Does she?
Yeah, it's unclear that that's her plan, but
True.
She still wants to fight for good. That's sort of Irina's thing.
Morning Lord dropped the hard. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
It was rough.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We go in, we say, yeah, we want to get this thing rolling, so what's your deal?
My rates were on the.
Yeah, I know that part. I'm saying, like, when can you leave?
We can leave now, as soon as you have the money.
We need to find...
It's
One more
the
person.
money.
5 times 30.
Go.
What? So it's 150 gold pieces up front.
There's no conversion. There's straight gold. It's fine.
Wait, I thought it was 30 up front and then 5 per day, Jake.
5 gold
5
pieces
per
a
day
day with a
times 30.
30-day payment up front.
Oh, 30 day.
Right, because going
Yeah.
into the jungle and back is gonna be 30 days. Like,
All right. 150 it is. I will demarcate that now.
all right. Pull out the bag. You sit it on the table. Says, all right. Do you want to?
We just woke up with Isari money, right?
Your money is a mix of the money that your other you had before and the money that you brought with you. So some of these coins have the visage of Strahd on them. Others are Forgotten Realms currency. Folks don't really care. It's a gold coin.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter who's
Gold is gold.
Right.
All right. All right. I gave her the money, and
She
I
says,
was.
we can.
Oh
leave.
well, Lily's demarketing the money now. But do we want me to wait till we get Salik so we can go?
I would like to get something from like shopping at a certain point. We can do that off stream. I just want to say before we leave, I'd like to buy some things.
She will say, why don't we leave tomorrow morning, if that works for all of you.
All right, and I'll give you the money then. Is that cool, Jake?
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean,
I feel weird about giving her the money. And
oh,
then...
yeah. She says, oh, that's fine. Like, we can meet at the gates, and you can give me the money then.
Great, amazing.
When we're ready to walk out the gates.
Dope.
In the meantime, there are a few things I suggest you purchase, as it seems that you are not from Isari.
We are from a very, very, very far away.
Very steep.
She says, you will need plenty of water and a means to boil water that we take from the rivers. It is not safe to drink. You will need food. We can also forage for some food. You will need, weapons and defenses. I think you are set there because the jungle is a dangerous place. There are a few things specific to Isari that you will probably need. You will want insect repellent.
I was just about to say. Do you have a particular merchant you'd like to get that from?
She says all of this can be purchased just outside at the Red Market.
I know, but snake oil people take. I'm just saying. She's a guy who sells the legit stuff.
Sorry, I'm trying to find. There's a few other things that you should absolutely have, and I'm trying to find where they are. That's not it. In addition to insect repellent, she says you will want light armor. Anything medium or heavy will weigh you down, cause you to overheat, and it will not end well for any of us.
Sucks for the elders that are sink into a swamp.
Oh, that's awkward because I was gonna buy plate armor.
Aren't you glad I gave you that +2 shield instead of that plate armor?
Yeah, I guess. I wanted 22 AC.
That AC cap though.
It's fine. I can still increase it by 10 whenever I want.
Wait, is there an AC cap in 5th?
For monster design, monsters aren't supposed to go above 22.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Players, in theory, you can go as high as you can get the shit for, but
But then you look like a snowman.
A really fast snowman.
Really easy to hit.
That's kind of snowman. All right, so we need what? Pots. We're fully capable of boiling water. We have like wizards. Food, insect repellent, light armor.
I wrote it down.
Wait, what?
I mean, we have really
Did
good.
you say wizards?
No, just really high quality matches. That's all.
Technically, only one wizard.
The brand of the match is called Wizard.
That's so wizard.
From where?
But hypothetically, Dirk, what do you think about wizards?
I think they're all in the asylum going insane and killing each other right now.
Yeah, no, I think that too. Good thing we don't have any.
Are you telling me one of you could lose your mind at any moment?
You've seen that I am afraid of magic, hopefully.
You know, he's got a point. Even before we came here, Ben could have lost his mind at any moment.
My
Like,
God, let's
they
get you out of the
could
city
have.
as soon as possible.
I'm sorry?
Let's get you out of here as soon as possible if you have one of those time bombs with you.
Don't. But
Emerald is just gonna
Without that,
and point at the back of Dirk's head, and like from the left side of him, where there's no one standing, Dirk will hear a message saying "Hello."
Oh, that's awful. Let's see.
You
Yeah.
get arrested, dude.
There's no one over
get
there.
murdered.
Light tropical clothing, insect repellent. She also recommends a rain catcher as another way to catch clean rainwater.
got it.
Sure.
Bobby, I'm writing this all down just so you
All right, cool.
Lily is writing it down. Theo would never remember all this. All right.
And she says, if you want our travel to be faster to Oralunga, if that's where you'd like to go first, a canoe can take us through the river. A canoe will just fit the 7 of us.
Why don't we just use water walking? Sorry, no one likes to remember that.
I don't like to remember that at all.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Reminds me that I'm stupid.
I
Lincoln
literally
was
just
there for
stopped
that.
talking.
I
I was
forgot.
like, nope, we're not going there.
Yeah, she says, depending what our destination is, the River Shoshin Star or the Olung can take us through the jungle much more safely and quickly if you wish to purchase a canoe.
That sounds great.
That does depend on our destination, though, so...
I will look into getting a canoe.
All right. We'll meet here tomorrow morning?
Yes.
How late after sunrise do you get up?
Never. I always get up at sunrise. Unless I'm incredibly hungover.
Meet here an hour after sunrise?
That's reasonable.
That works.
That seems reasonable.
All right.
Irina's like, what's sunrise?
Huh.
Yeah, right?
We'll teach you.
Okay, cool. I off stream will make sure we have all the things.
Cool.
And I will figure out money with Jake.
All right. Are you guys going to buy a canoe?
Probably, yeah.
How much money do we
Super
have?
expensive. We
Unlimited.
have a lot of money, and I have a lot of shit to sell, so we have a lot of money. Like a lot.
I think
Oh,
a
that
canoe is
works.
50 gold pieces.
Huh?
A canoe is 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's like nothing.
Uh,
Bobby, let me put it to you this way. I have 15 gems I can sell. Each of them cost 100 gold pieces.
Oh, that's right. We're actually kind of rich now.
Yeah, and I have more than that. And before that, I had over 1,000 gold pieces. So we're fine.
That's
Cool.
it.
I like that.
Don't worry.
just now, you see that dude, the cook, running towards the door of the other inn.
No, great.
Oh, look, Pharaoh, it's your friend.
Hey.
Always drama.
And he goes, oh, you're over there now.
Yeah.
The holy water, and he's holding out like a canteen full of holy water.
Ah, good. Yeah. This is a holy vessel as if I've ever seen one, at least in a tavern.
Looks very holy.
Yeah, there's a hole here. No holes there. Good. Shouldn't be too holy.
I am going to say, before you, like, do that, I'm going to put my hand on, like, Pharaoh's shoulder and be like, why don't we, like, are we supposed to go back to the villa? No,
Uh,
the guy,
I'm-
you just said he would help us.
Yes.
I'm sure he would be happy to house you or hear about the developments, who you chose. I don't believe he said you had to.
Okay, is there, like, an alley behind these 2 inns?
Sophia did say, like, after you guys had found your guide and everything, to meet back up with her and talk about about going to Kirsabal or not.
Right. Is there an alley behind these 2 inns?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to say, Pharaoh, maybe you should do your thing behind here, and I can, like, guard the alley.
Yeah, if Pharaoh's going to step into any alleys, someone should keep an eye on him.
I'll watch one end of the alley.
just good practice.
Sure. What do you need me to do right now, though?
We're looking for Salik. That's why you wanted to get the holy water.
Right, but you want me to detect him from 1,000 feet? I could scry him, but I don't have anything of his right now.
Oh. How did
It's
you
a different
try that?
Salik, right? I mean, I sure. Well, let me try to do the scrying, but I don't know if that will work properly. If I don't know him and it's a
Doesn't
different
Salik have a
Salik, you know.
wristband?
Salik had a wristband, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I can use the wristband.
Cool.
Well, no, it's not his, but I mean, I can.
The
Whatever,
wristbands work.
I'll try scrying to Salik. I'll try scrying Salik just like normal. Does that work just fine, even though I haven't seen him?
So you're gonna head into the alley.
Yeah.
All right. You
Just
open up the
huddling
canteen
in the corner.
and you peer into the holy water, and you see a monastery carved into the side of a cliff. You see various Aarakocra around. And you see specifically among those other Aarakocra, you see Salik. In, like, monk robes, like, going around the monastery and, like, looking a bit confused, but trying to blend in.
Whoa, he's in the Eastern Air
Act
Temple.
natural.
Yeah.
Dude, he is. Oh, that's awesome. He's at the
Carved
Eastern
into the
Temple.
side of a cliff. It is legit. Yeah, it's just like that.
Sweet.
And the Aarakocra fly, they're just flying from level to level.
That's very cool.
He's at some monastery in the sky, it looks like, with others of his kind.
We should ask if that's Kier Sabal. Because if it is, then we should maybe go there.
Sure.
That would be convenient.
Getting Salik sounds like a great idea. Reuniting old friends, Dirk.
And
We're
then
so
if you want, you
strange.
can go petrify that girl's mom, like you've dreamed about.
What?
Is he the
Imran.
one who seems the weirdest?
Which one?
The petrifying mom guy.
No one's a wizard. But he talks.
Nobody
to
said
Savras.
wizard.
He talks to Savras.
That's fine.
All right, cool. All right, cool. Well, now we know where Salik is. If we want, we can go back to the villa, tell the dude what's up, and Sophia, and then bada bing, bada boom. Next day, dawn, whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Cool, so you guys head back to the villa?
Yeah.
Cool, so you come in the doors, you see that, the fuck is his name? I already forgot. The
Wakanda?
Nope, dwarf half-brother of
Marin.
Sophia. Marin!
Oh, Marin?
God, sorry, I'm being bad at the names I came up with. Marin has left, but Sophia and Wakanga are still sitting in the courtyard, talking, and Wakanga turns, my friends, you've returned. He makes eye contact with Pharaoh this time, and he says, the gall for you to step into my villa. After the vile things that you've preached about the rule of the merchant princes and
He's not that one anymore.
Isari's into... Damn it, he's like the rest of you, isn't he?
Yes.
And he says, I have words with your... I don't like your counterpart.
And Pharaoh probably remembers what that guy was like, so he might not either.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was a bit uptight, huh?
Pharaoh, if you want to make a charisma check, you can try and get your memories.
Pharaoh, make a charisma check like me.
Oh my god.
Well, he did have fancy stuff. I mean, how could he have been that bad? He seems great.
You're completely unable to pull any of the memories.
We have learned that the last person we are missing is actually also at the at Kier Sabal.
Sophia says, fantastic. So you'll be making your way there with me?
Sure.
Wakanga says, which guide did you pick?
Eku.
Fantastic choice. She has taken many excursions into the jungle, defeated evils, and returned.
There are some things we need to collect before we leave, but we will leave tomorrow an hour after dawn.
Good. Feel free. I can have rooms prepared for you here in the villa.
That would be most accommodating.
Maybe not private rooms. I don't have that many, but I could give 3 rooms for the 6 of you.
We don't mind sharing.
And he turns to Sophia, and Sophia, as always, you're welcome to stay.
Is there like a thing? Can I like see if there's a thing?
You can roll some insight.
If there's a thing. Drama!
If this is what you waste your if this is what you waste your good rolls on,
Yes, apparently.
you're gonna get us all killed in the jungle.
That's why I can't hit anything other times.
There might be a thing.
Ooh, girl. I'm about it.
They're being very subtle about it, though, so you're
I'm
not
gonna ask
totally
Sophia
sure.
about it later.
But
Sophia and Wakanda sitting in a tree.
Have we been kind of dismissed a little bit?
yeah,
Oh, sweet.
Then Dirk wants to go over to Aridin and kind of bow and I apologize for earlier. That was a cheap trick.
Oh, it's fine. It's now I'm prepared. If anyone ever wants to fight me with a whip again, I'll back up.
Yes, that's pretty much the one thing. That's the move, really.
You might want to try knocking someone's weapon out of their hand. That could
That's the other one.
that's the other one.
There's definitely not an entire martial art that this guy mastered around tooth and claw.
No, that's ridiculous. Did you say you wanted to buy a dinosaur?
Or tail and claw.
I'm not sure we're gonna be able to feasibly bring a dinosaur.
Probably
You have a canoe, though.
I think they cost a lot.
Are there small dinosaurs?
These are their swimming dinosaurs.
And small ones.
Wait, are they like cute small ones?
I've seen that. I
Like-
think they get bigger.
Oh, that's a problem.
Jake,
Yes.
if I buy a scroll of Find Familiar while we're in Isari, can I get a Compsognathus as a familiar?
I don't know what that is. So I'm going to say no until I know what it is.
Nah.
There are a few special familiars that you can get in the back of the book that are Isari things, but they are not dinosaurs.
It's the little tiny velociraptor that's like the size of a chicken.
Oh, yeah, this is the thing that I had a previous game where my friend James had one of those.
Yeah,
Jake
compies.
didn't have
He
that.
bribed me by purchasing Bestiary 2 for the group in Pathfinder. I was saying
So
no
he
dinosaurs,
did
and he said, "What if I buy you the Bestiary that they're in?" And I said, "All right, I'll let you have a dinosaur familiar."
Pro tips from Jetsam Academy: bribe your dungeon master.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Speaking of bribing your dungeon master, if you
God.
back us on the Patreon, sorry,
Oh my god, no.
Jake will let you have little
I'm
dinosaurs.
feeling
the
like a
$10
sellout.
tier lets you write your own NPC that will be included in the campaign,
That's,
Could be a dinosaur.
and it could be a dinosaur. Absolutely.
that would be so awesome if someone should do that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Then do it and specify that you want the NPC to become your familiar.
you would know that various dinosaurs range from like for like the various kinds from 100 to 500 gold pieces, in that range, depending on what kind of dinosaur you want.
if nothing else, you said you're not from this plane. You've never seen one of these creatures.
If we're gonna be in a canoe,
Could be
They're
fun.
just like giant lizards, though.
Why? Is there something you have in mind?
What?
Like
Dinosaur related.
Dinosaur related. I don't know anything about dinosaurs.
You just don't.
He's a great salesman, not a scholar.
Yeah.
They can go very fast. They hold races with them. I almost got run over by them.
Really?
Oh yes, those are.
Yeah,
those.
Shazam, tell them about it.
He's like, okay, the dinosaur races, they've been going on all week. There are all kinds of races going on. People bet on them. Banana
There's
Candy's
rainbow
doing
races.
fantastic.
Long races.
Who's saying this?
The cook that Pharaoh's been dragging along. There are amateur races too if you want to buy a dinosaur. And Father, you normally condemn the racing. I'm very confused.
Amateur races, you say?
no.
Learning tonight?
Wait, no.
Jake.
Quick question. Good cook. How much can one win in these races?
Betting or racing?
Either one. Racing. How much can one win racing?
Quite a bit. Jake is glancing. Hundreds of gold pieces.
Are there
Easy.
any rules?
Yes.
Well, Course is out.
I don't know all the details, and he's like
Yeah,
looking
I
sideways
Polymorph
at
into
Pharaoh.
a dinosaur.
Yes.
I don't know all the details, and he looks at you. He says, "But," and then he like goes into the rules in detail.
Wow, Pharaoh, one of your flock has been straying. Would anyone want to ride a dinosaur in
If
a
you want to
battle?
polymorph into a dinosaur, I will be your jockey.
All right, we're doing this.
I just like nod and like encourage them. Like, yeah, the good job. Yeah. Don't worry about what I said earlier.
Lily, please don't do that. It comes out over stream.
Sorry.
Maybe after the jungle, don't we have like a leaving early tomorrow?
Yeah, we're on a schedule.
Yeah, no, we should get on this.
All right, cool.
No, there's only the life of a woman at stake.
So
Oh,
that's where we're gonna leave it this week with you guys
Dino races, maybe not.
At the villa, you can decide if you want to do dino races next week. Just let me know. I can have it all prepped for next week, and we can do dino racing before you guys leave in the morning.
Maybe.
Viewers, thank you for watching. I know I've been a bit silly about the Patreon, but it is up if you want to take a look. We're going to have the most basic tier is you get to see my Rose Thorn Bud each week, and you get to vote in a poll about what's going to happen in next week's episode. The next tier up, we're going to be posting some awesome special content. Lily is working on some of that stuff. She's got some cool things planned. I don't know if you want to talk about that at all, or if you want to... Not, we'll talk about it later. We'll make
It's
posts
not ready.
later.
It's still an R&D.
The mystery
And then that top tier is $10, and you can build an NPC. I'll work with you. We'll make an NPC. We'll work it into the campaign.
Hey, Jake, what are the names of the tiers?
Yes, the lowest tier is the Amos tier, as in the
Obviously.
younger brother, the youngest of the Elders brothers. Super lame, but not lame. Please do back at that tier.
But you could be.
But you could be the middle tier, Dirk Courage, and the top tier is named Savras, because you see all the content that's on our Patreon. With that, please do message the page, comment on this video, let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you're looking forward to. If you have ideas for things that you'd like to see on the Patreon, you're like saying, I don't want to back, but if you did this, I would back. Please do let us know. That'd be great to know. As always, we love having you guys, and we can't do this without you. My players, please message me tonight or early tomorrow morning with your Rose Thorn Bud. That is the thing you liked, the thing you didn't like, and the thing you are looking forward to. I will be posting mine on the Patreon tonight. And with that, thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye.